Welcome back guys to another video. So today I'll be showing guys how to put this for basically anything, so dancer or anything, onto a different background. So you can turn it into this from here to here. So to get started, open up your picture. So say I have this, it's already open. Just double click on this and press W, which will bring you to the quick selection tool or the magic wand. Just right click and click quick selection. Okay, so first off, I have to select the whole background. Make sure you don't select the dancer or the ballet or ballerina. Yeah. So just select the whole background. And if it does accidentally select by itself, just hold Alt. And you guys can see all the stuff I'm doing over here. So if you need any keys, so just hold Alt and just click, left click. Try and get it as good as you can in pre-production, so that'll make it easier for you in the end. It doesn't matter if this a little bit. So hold Alt and click and select the hand, deselect the hand, select the background, so just make sure none of the dancer is selected. The more work you do in this part, the easier it will be for you next up, for what we're doing next. As you can see, it kind of selected her knee and the car's window because it looks like the same colors. So this color and this color, they're like pretty much the same. So once you have it pretty much selected as good as you can, once you've done that, right click and press select inverse. That'll select the dancer, and it makes it so much more easier than actually selecting the whole dancer. So press on select and mask, come up here on view mode, put on black and change that to around 81%. So like this you can see everything you're doing. So let's say as you can see, there's like some parts that are really hard to do. Okay, come over here, go to the radius and put it to about 2 or 3 pixels. And once you've done that, just check if there's any parts missing. And come up to this, the refine edge brush. And you can that'll try and do better refining of the edge if you use this brush. So just like that. And press OK once you're done. You can add a tiny bit of feather to it if you want. Just make sure it's not over 2 pixels, because that'll look it won't look as real. At like 1.6, that's alright. So once you've done that, all this is done. So press Q and come up here, the quick select mode, double click, click on selected areas and press Q again. Like this, you can see all the parts you've selected. and this if there's any wrong parts. So if you make sure you just change your brush. Make sure you're on your brush and quick mask is on. Make your brush smaller and just go to the parts that haven't been done properly. You look pretty alright. So if you use black, that'll do the selecting for you. If you press X, that'll unselect that stuff. So use black to select and white to deselect. So just make sure it's all done properly. If you hold shift and click, that'll draw lines like this. That just makes it easier. So most of it's selected pretty nicely. Just make sure if there's any like incorrect selections, you fix those. Put your hardness to as low as you want, but make sure it's not 100 like mine just was. So that looks pretty alright to me. Most of it's done. Go back to layers, press Q, and that'll make a selection. So what you want to do next is turn this into a mask, and you can see some of these parts. Go to your brush tool, select, I think it's, yep, select black, and it's the opposite over here, so you can just deselect all the unneeded parts, areas, better words. So let's just do this. So this project, it takes quite a bit of patience. You need it to be perfect. Say you're editing for clients or anything. Oops. Just hold shift and click. That'll make the lines.
Can't say yes, can't say no. This thing's out of my control. It's hard to explain it. Heavy hearts weigh us down.
So just take out all the areas that are unneeded in the whole, in the person, model, or whatever you're doing. It doesn't really matter. Because the more you get into the tutorial, the harder it gets to go back and re-edit that. So as you can see, there's pretty much a lot of green over here. So that looks pretty good right now. What you can do after that is just put a layer at the bottom, make it not blue, make it white, and see if there's any imperfections. And then change that color, change it to black, to see if there's anything around the person. So it looks all good right now. Delete this, convert this to a smart object, and bring your background. So mine's over here, camp, put it in, and just resize it to fit the whole image. Put it behind, and we're gonna do some heavy blurring on this, just to make the dancer stand out more. Okay, so select your camp, make sure it's a smart object. Yep, it should have this logo here. Go to filter, blur gallery, fill blur, and you can choose how much you want it blurred. You can make it 500. I feel like about 35. That looks nice. So you can choose how much bokeh you want. Light bokeh, you can make it as much as you want, up to 100. Just make it look natural. That's all you need. So bokeh color, how much color it needs to have. I'll just put it at 60. And if you saw over there, this light range, just leave that, don't touch that. So you'll have this. What you want to do now is either put a vignette on it, so shift backspace, put it to 50% gray, and put this, go to filter, camera raw filter, go to effects, post crop vignetting, and amount you want. So just make it about -50, and the midpoint you can play around with this, whatever suits your picture. And just make sure you add a bit of grain, not this much, just add about 15, and press OK. Put this at the top, go to overlay, so the dissolve mode, overlay. That'll just add some grain on top of here and here, so onto the person as well. So let's say there's we can't really see the light source in this picture, so we want to add a light source. So shift backspace and choose black. Convert this to a smart object and go to filter, render, lens flare, and put the lens flare where you want. So let's say I want the light to come in from the left, or I think from the right, that would be better. So one from there, and we can do that again, just to have two lens flares. Change which version. And go to blending mode, change that to screen, and it'll take away the black. Go to blur, Gaussian blur, change about 3.5. pixels. That'll make it look more softer. So as you can see, like here, I've made it bigger, but I think I'll make it bigger on this one as well. So just there. Once you press Ctrl T, it'll show you this, because it'll just hide all the items you've done to it. Press don't show again, you don't really need it. I remembered my thing is over here, so make that bigger. Let's say I wanna change that to there, and this one as well. You just have to mess around with this. So just there, that looks about right. You can add a new layer. Just make these smaller so they don't like. Make sure you rename the layers just to make it easier. So if I Control Shift Alt E, no, not that. Okay, so it just gets all of these, so from here to here, and puts it onto one file, as you can see right there. It looks a bit dark on this. I don't know why though. Looks weird. Oh yeah. So let's say this is over here. We can select this, go to filter, and go to images, adjustments, hue and saturation. So you can change the hue of it. To me, that doesn't look natural. So what I'm going to do is double click this, go to the burn tool, and set the exposure to around 30%, and just burn in the behind, since the light source is coming from over here, so this area should be a bit darker. So press Command S, that'll save this, close that, and as you can see, it's like burnt all of this area that I selected. So that looks a bit more natural. So what we can also do is this, go to paths, make work path. Maybe you should leave it. Let me just think about it. Just delete all of this. So once that's done, Oops, forgot to delete this part. Make selection. Go to layers and deselect this. This doesn't have to be really that perfect, it just has to be a bit jagged. So just use your quick selection and make it around the outside of the body. I think I'll stop over here. So it looks okay. So create a new layer on top over here and use your brush tool, make it big a bit. We need a pretty low softness, hardness. Yep. Make sure it's selected on white and just selected the brush tool. Just fill it out. You can use your eraser to fix the parts. Okay, I'll be back once I've done this part. Okay guys, so I've just finished putting some outer glow on this. As you can see, the more I put, you can just leave the spray to like small size, around 3 pixels, and the size as much as you want. So yeah, that's basically it. How to change the background in Photoshop. So looks like the ballet dancer is dancing in a forest, even though she wasn't. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Bye.